who actually eats during his lives.
What's going on, everybody?
Start saying hi to everybody so I can take another bite.
Randy Bowers, Danny Boyd, Chungo68, Fubar, Russell J. Finch,
Fubar.
Star 7787, Chris Greenaway. Let's see, Chevin V8S10. Hello, Mexican Spec is here. What's going on, everybody?
Greetings, one and all.
Buff Del Campo's here.
I can't talk.
Greasy Garage, Frank Emro, chew with your mouth closed.
I shouldn't be chewing on. I think this is like against
chewing it all.
live etiquette.
A little bit. Ford LTD. Let's see, I said Greasy Garage, Frank Emro, Chris Greenaway I got. Okay. Noof Dog 45 says hi. Dripping Glass, Mitten Main Muscle. Bobby Z 1964 says howdy.
Howdy.
Timer F7 is asking how Poppy is. Brian Levin, Numb Nuts, Tony 2510, got Russ, Dodge Boys 5150, Jasam Abbas, Your Flooring. Okay, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
J. Russell Finch 0.
Well, let me give you a quick update on Poppy because
Okay.
that's the topic of the day here. It's not the topic of the day, but it's the thing. Poppy is. We're going to make a decision in the morning whether or not we're going to take her to the vet and, have her put to sleep. She's not suffering. She's not whimpering. She's not hiding. She's not shaking. She's not there's no signs of distress. But she's completely, we have been able to hand feed her up until now. And in the last 24 hours, she stopped even doing that. So she's shutting down. And she just doesn't have the strength to. We're going to make a decision in the morning as to whether or not to actually bring her to the vet and, but...
We made the right decision by staying home because the timing is, we would have been leaving tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we would have to, we would have been leaving, we were packing to go.
Right now. Yeah.
But even the dog sitter, we had her come by, we paid her for the time that she would have been here. And, because you can't cancel on somebody like that at the last minute.
Yeah.
So we paid her. And she was like, yeah, I appreciate it because I really wouldn't want to be involved with it. So, but it's just part of life. We've had many dogs, and some go more peacefully and quicker than others. What are you gonna do? It's just it's part of the thing. It's just part of the thing.
Yeah. Thank you, Willie's Hot Rod. He says sorry to hear about your doggo. Yeah.
Well, let's move on to.
She's 16. She had a long life.
Let's talk about other stuff. And like I said, guys, this is not new. Literally,
we've been taking care of.
Yeah, for weeks. So it's not like I'm sitting here.
She went downhill like really a month ago. She was a good turn for the worse. She stopped eating certain foods, and we had to start hand feeding her. So it's been a month really of that right now. Yeah.
So it's not like we're sitting here like, oh my God, our dog is dying. She's already kind of gone. In our minds, it's already happened. Now it's just kind of like the formality of it. So. But
thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for your words of kindness, sympathy, understanding, and
really
sharing your own. Because if you're a dog person or a pet person, period, you've been through this. We've all been through this, and sometimes it's really tragic. We've had a couple of them that were tragic, and this one isn't. This is pretty peaceful. She never would have made it this far in nature. That's the thing. That's the thing about our pets. I don't even like to think of them as pets. I hate to use the word pets because they're family.
We never use that word.
We never use that word. But for general purposes, the thing about pets is that in nature, okay, they never would make it as far as we bring them, right? So in other words, like in nature, if a dog, let's just say, it loses its prime, leaves a prime of life, let's just say at 12 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old in general, right? Something in nature would take them out. Either they whatever kind of predator, whatever kind of thing, it would take them out, and they wouldn't experience the old age thing. So by domesticating them, we kind of subject them to our standards of life.
Well, we've been hand feeding her for a month.
Right.
So she wouldn't have that if she was.
So it's a, you know, it's an unnatural dynamic that we all have to deal with when you're dealing with pets. Because, like I said, nature, dogs are not equipped for old age. You know, I don't think anything really is equipped for old age. I think nature just takes out, when you get to a certain point, something in nature takes you out. But we push it and push it and push it until finally you don't have the strength.
I think that she would have just shut down more quickly if she was.
Yes.
in nature,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, without having food or water at her disposal and all of those
Right.
things to support.
Right.
But okay,
Yeah. Let's
change
talk
the
about other
subject.
stuff. There's so many other things to talk about. And my Apple thing.
Fatty.
Uh-huh.
Okay, when will the Charger be painted? Old timer is asking.
Whenever Ron gets to it,
Yeah.
he went and picked up a set of wheels for me today. For the slag hammer, actually, for the fronts. Within the next week or two.
What's up, Jerry Franks? He says, hey guys. Let's see. Nothing in nature dies of old age, 40 Mamba said.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. It's like it's an unnatural, it's a weird situation.
Import still sucks as horses live around 15 years in the wild and 30 in captivity.
Right.
Makes sense. Apple thing looks good though. Big apple pie. What is
Oh.
it? No, it's
It's an apple turnover. Publix makes these. You guys.
Why don't you tell them I made it?
Oh, Kathy makes these for Publix.
It's my side gig.
You guys from, like, you know, the north. Everybody's like, well, you can't get food like you can in the north. No, we have. Forget about we got great pizza. We got everywhere. Great Mexican. We got a little bit of everything here. But the Publix bakeries. I don't know if you guys have got a Publix near you, but if you do, the Publix bakery is literally as good as any New York City bakery. The quality is off the chain. It's always fresh. It's great stuff. This thing is like candy.
Zero says, Kathy, nice work on that turnover. Thank you, Zero. Move your ashtray. Yeah, it's a little prominent. Okay, thank you. That's a little better. Chris Greenaway, UTG Morticia for Woodward Dream Cruise 73 Roadrunner Revival for Power Tour 2024.
I do like the name Morticia.
Yeah.
The Roadrunner, the white Roadrunner would be an excellent power tour car. It would be an excellent power tour car.
The interior needs to be done.
Well, you know, I got a perfect front seat for it. I just got to pick
And
it up
that
from
back
John.
seat is like toast.
I know, I got to get a back seat for it. But the Roadrunner would be the
The
73.
Roadrunner, no.
No, that's not. If I want to fill it up by the time I get to the end of the driveway, yeah, it'd be a great choice. No, the 73 Roadrunner, it's got a 323 gear and the overdrive trans. So it cruises down the interstate at like 2,000 RPM, like 70 miles an hour. It's like 2,000 RPM. Really comfortable, really nice car to drive. So maybe we'll do that for Power Tour next year. What we're going to do with the Charger. So this is what we're going to do. As soon as it's done painted, as soon as he's done painting it, the only thing I physically have to do to the car now is give it an alignment because the car's still in the air, so I can't align it when it's in the air. Once that's together, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take it to Nashville, and I am going to show off Nashville and my Charger. I'm going to cruise the car around Nashville, and we're just going to show you the sights.
Okay.
You know, Second
Like
Avenue.
real estate agents.
Yeah, exactly. Just
But
a
we
night.
don't want more people to come here. We're crowded enough.
I
Especially
know.
people from California. Love you guys. But there's going to be like a brawl, West Side Story between New Yorkers and Californians here. I'm going to tell you right now.
We're armed. They're coming down without guns. Don't worry about the brawl.
They have this weird.
They're gonna come with sticks, and right, you know we got that covered. No, I want to take the car as soon as it's done, and I want to do a roll through tour of Nashville from 5 Points to Second Avenue and Broadway, all the way out to the Parthenon, and just show you guys.
Show everybody.
Yeah. So, and then from that, then we're definitely going to hit the Woodward Dream Cruise with that. And somebody was asking in the comments, I didn't respond. They were like, "Oh, you're just going to go to Woodward and set up a table and do a meet and greet and sell merch?" No, we don't do any of those
You
things.
said that we were going to do that.
Somebody in the comments.
Like, were they asking sarcastically, or
No, they were serious. They were
Oh.
serious.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
So yeah, we don't do that. Even with the power tool, we weren't actually going to. We had no intention of like being
Parking with other people.
being in the. We were going to go as spectators and
Yeah.
just go from spot to
Yeah,
spot.
park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And just
Park in the
yeah.
parking lot, spectator parking lot, and go spectate. You got the okay. So here was the plan. I'm going to tell you what the actual plan was for power
You
tool.
want to sell T-shirts with a tent and
Oh,
sign
God
them?
forbid, no. Mm.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. We just don't want to do it.
Okay, so here was the plan. What I had in mind, what we were going to do with power tour. It really wasn't about us going on power tour. What I wanted to do was, as we rolled along, shoot quick 2, 3, 4, 5-minute features on the cars and the people that we would come across. I thought that would be neat. You know, because everybody who goes on power tour, they're like, "Look, I'm driving down the road."
And then music.
Music. And you know, the GoPro shot of, you know, here's the highway going down the road. And oh, look, we stopped for gas. You know, we're putting gas in the car. Look at this, right? Okay. Oh, let's check the oil. Whoa. Oh, there's a tragedy about to happen. There's a belt about to fall off. Oh, right, drama. The typical fucking, excuse my French,
Kids are watching.
you know, YouTube power tour vlog. We weren't going to do anything like that. We were going to specifically go.
We probably just would have been a thorn in people's side.
We would have been a thorn in
actually.
people's side, right? Our specific mission was to go, and as we spotted and came across cool cars, cool people, cool things, just shoot quick videos and throw them up on the channel. That was our plan. So we'll do the same thing on the Woodward Dream Tours.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, we'll make it. We'll make it.
We'll see how things go. Oh, they're asking about plans in the track last night. Didn't get to the track last night.
We have,
Because I would have had to stay with Poppy here.
Yeah.
Tony would have gone by himself, but go ahead.
well, the chicken coop.
Right.
We had to finish stuff on the chicken coop, and then my kid's truck took a dive. So I've got
Right.
that at the shop now,
You
trying
had
to
to go
figure out
get
what's wrong
his
with that. And it just wasn't the time.
He was stuck.
I didn't plan, up until yesterday morning, I didn't plan on going to the track at all. So
Right.
then it was like all of these other things that I had to get done, and then the wild card of my kid's truck breaking down. So we never got there.
It's like life just happens. It's crazy. It's really shocking you get as much done as you get done. If you think about it.
I'm one man.
Right. I know.
I'm one guy.
Right. I know. The chicken coop came out great though.
Oh, you guys got to see the last chicken coop I ever built.
It's on my phone someplace.
Go get your phone.
I think it's inside. Hang on. I'll talk to the people. Here, I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
Hi from Atlanta. Sucks you both won't be here. We really wanted to be there. We really did.
We're
Really,
really looking forward to
did.
it. There'll be more things, more power tours, and more events and stuff like that. So, here's what happened with the chicken coop. Crystal wanted chickens, and Crystal,
Crystal is our daughter.
yeah, she's my, no, she's not my
Our
daughter,
daughter.
she's my daughter, okay,
Right.
she's my
So
daughter.
She married our son.
That's okay, she's my daughter. So, she wanted chickens. And the thing you guys got to understand about Crystal is that she is the best mother you could possibly be. This girl runs rampant around the clock, doing her regular job, taking care of the house, doing all these side things. She substitute teaches, she does all this other stuff, and she's a fantastic mother. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever Crystal wants, Crystal gets. So she wanted chickens. So I says, I'm going to take care of the chicken coop for you. Oh, famous last words, right? So easy enough, go buy a chicken coop, right? Well, the problem is, what is that?
Sorry, it's Katie.
So the problem is their backyard. So the house has the garage in the front, and then their backyard. They got a big backyard, and then it goes up like this, and it goes back, and it borders state land, right? So big, huge backyard.
That picture?
Yeah. Show. Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
So the problem is now, if I went and I just bought a chicken coop, that's great. It's a good place to put the chickens, but she's got no place to put feed, bedding, just any of the things that you need to maintain the chickens. So I'd have to get a shed anyway. So I says, to hell with it, let's just build a shed / chicken coop so she can store everything in it, and self-contained. So she says, I want this thing. I want it to be like Pinterest worthy. So Pinterest is this chick thing, okay? Well, I had seen it, but I never knew what it was. And it's a chick thing.
Economic Ninja says, hi, Tony. What's
Economic Ninja, what's happening, brother, man?
Just saw that you had commented.
Yeah, we just saw you commented.
I didn't get a notification for that. It was only on my iPad.
So, as I was saying, the Pinterest is this chick thing where they post pictures of stuff. So she'd been going on Pinterest chicken pages and looking at pictures of chicken coops. And I was like, well, you know what? You want a Pinterest-worthy chicken coop? You're going to get a Pinterest-worthy chicken coop. So we built this thing from scratch. I've leveled the ground, put the foundation, built everything, right, the frame. And so show them the pictures of it now.
Okay, hang on. I got to get it on my phone.
Yeah.
Economic Ninja, you should talk to him about going live. Doing a live.
Well, show the picture first.
Here's the picture. So it's not fully painted yet, and we're still doing trim.
Yeah, so I got a couple of pieces of trim.
It's got a white metal roof. It's really nice.
So yeah, right? That's the last chicken coop I ever built. And so biggest mistake I've ever made in my life, to be perfectly honest with you. To be perfectly honest with you. I should have just paid somebody. I don't know why I didn't do that.
When we move and I have room for a chicken coop, we'll have to pay someone.
So
we worked our butts off. I cut so much wood, you have no idea.
You have no idea. You have no idea. So what happened was we started this at the same time she got the chickens.
I'm going to start a chicken building.
And they were this big. They were like straight out of the eggs, okay? And no problem. We'll get this thing done way before. Well, now the chickens are they're monster chickens. And they're all like in her garage. They're all like jammed together in her garage. So there's been a hustle over the last couple of weeks to get this thing finished. So we finally got it to where we can get the chickens in there, and now we can slow down and take it a little easy. But biggest mistake I have ever made in my life. Guys, if you're a car guy, okay, well, I know there's a lot of people out there, you like to work with wood, you're lumberjacks and stuff like that, that's awesome. You're champions, all right? But if you're a car guy, right, stay away. Don't even attempt anything like this. It was crazy.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, no, it was that bad.
We weren't rushing, you know?
Yeah, but you weren't there the whole time with it. I was with the shop when I was building the foundation and the things that go like this.
Yeah, I was there with you when I did that.
Were you?
I was cutting
I don't know, it's
wood.
a blur.
I cut all the wood.
You cut all the wood.
Well, a lot of the wood.
All right.
Wood, Ralph says.
Wood,
What's up, Ralph?
Well, it smells
good.
It does smell good. And then we had these bees. We had these giant bees, like the size of your fist, and they're wood bees.
Yeah.
And they
make holes in the wood.
Whatever it is, these things were swarming us. I'm covered from my ankles to like my scalp. I'm covered with spider bites from doing all of this stuff. Dad, don't ever attempt it. Don't ever attempt anything like this. It was the craziest thing I have ever done.
Let's see.
Economic Ninja.
Yeah.
We need to get together and do a live.
He says he's never done one.
You've never done a live?
Yeah.
I've seen you do lives.
I don't know. Maybe not with other people.
Oh, we'll do a streaming thing.
He says let's do it.
Economics and the car guy.
Yeah.
You know, not just. I mean, just for gearheads in general.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people in our audience that kind of have an idea what's going on now. More and more people every day are waking up. They're realizing that things are different and they're not going back to the way they were. So I think it would be a great topic for a live. A lot of our viewers don't really understand about alternative currencies, cryptos, silver, gold, even now these gold backs. The gold backs are getting big. And now Tennessee, my state of Tennessee here, has made gold and silver legal tender. So Tennessee is ready for an economic, thing.
He's asking, how does he do it now?
Oh, right now?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have.
We're not set up for StreamYard and everything.
And I don't know how to do the new thing that YouTube has, where you can add somebody to a live. I don't know how to do that yet. We haven't tried that.
Hey, Ninja, let's schedule it. Let's schedule it for like one day during the week. I do a live every Thursday, like a tech live every Thursday, and then these Sunday night lives are just like kind of like a get together with the viewers.
He says, "Okay, we'll do it later."
Yeah.
Can you email us at uncletonysgarage@gmail.com so I can get your
Yeah.
info? uncletonysgarage@gmail.com.
So, for you guys who are watching this now and you're not familiar with the Economic Ninja,
Okay, thanks.
there's two channels. There's the Economic Ninja and the Real Estate Ninja. And he posts, he posts like 40 or 50 videos a day. I don't even know how he has time to do anything. So, he's on top of stuff. You go over and check out his channels. And like I said, Ninja, we'll get together. We'll set up a promo and we'll get together.
Yeah, let's make a promo
Like
for it.
next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday night, perhaps.
Yeah, you could do that Wednesday.
Yeah.
If he's free, like he's gonna email us and tell us what night.
Yeah, you tell us what night is good for you. Thursdays and Sundays we're covered because we do our regular shows, but any other night.
Yeah. Dakota says he's got a good channel. Yeah, he does. He makes more videos than you, Tony.
Which is hard to believe.
Let's see. Possums eat ticks and mosquitoes? We don't want any possums. No.
No, but we have possums in the backyard.
Yeah. What are you eating, Tony?
I'm eating a delicious, fattening apple turnover.
Okay, he sends an email. All right, I'll check it as soon as the live is done. Thank you so much.
So, for the last 2 months, Kathy has been on this miraculous weight loss journey.
Oh my goodness.
She's been doing like the Weight Watcher thing and counting points and so on and so forth. And I've been trying to kind of do a little bit with her, but not really. Not really. I've just been being sympathetic and sneaking food when she's not around. So
he said Economic Ninja says he's down 17 pounds this month. That's good. That's
you've
good.
lost at least 3 times.
No,
Now.
stop it. No, he lost like 8 pounds.
She's losing 17 pounds a day.
Oh my goodness!
So it's been
I gained weight because I quit smoking.
It's
So
been
I
a
had to get rid of
miraculous
that.
weight loss journey for Kathy. I think it's going to end up as a made-for-TV movie, to tell you the truth.
You're hilarious.
Because nobody. I just want to know what you're going to do with all the extra skin.
I don't have extra skin. It's such a jerk. I swear. Oh my goodness. Okay. M Parent 1985 sent you a super chat.
Well, thank you.
I've had Takyo Ishi in my head for over a month now. Thanks, Tony.
Right? Which one? The chicken attack or the chicken and the egg?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Takyo
Don't put it
Ichi.
in my mind.
Takyo Ichi rocks. The chicken and the egg, I think, gets stuck in your head more than chicken attack.
The average female adult in USA is 5'4" and weighs 171 pounds. That is not true.
That's not possible.
That's not possible. I didn't weigh anything near that, so.
You were well over 275.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't. He's lying.
She's got a lot of extra skin.
No, I gained like 15 pounds.
We can
or
actually
20
probably
pounds
make-
from stopping smoking. So I'm getting rid of that right now. I'm halfway there.
She's being modest.
Mm-hmm.
She's being modest. We can actually make another kid out of her extra
Oh,
skin.
brother. Scarlet Fire says, want to bet? Really? 171 pounds? I don't know. That seems like a lot.
That
Doesn't
does
it?
seem like a lot.
It does seem like a lot. I don't know. But you know what? Americans are very heavy.
So you're
It's
saying that the
food.
average American woman
It's the food, for sure.
is 6 inches shorter than me, but weighs only 25 pounds less?
If you think about it, they're probably right. That would be
Yeah.
maybe the average weight.
See, I think of myself as fat.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't eat any more junk food. I only eat like really good food.
Well, that apple turnover was junk.
Okay, so Wiki says the average American woman, 20 years old and up, weighs 170.6 pounds and stands 63.7 inches, almost 5'4" inches tall. That's crazy.
Yeah. Put down the Twinkies. Seriously, sweetheart, put down the
Are you
Twinkies.
talking to me?
No,
I
I'm
don't
talking
eat
about
Twinkies.
talking to whoever's 5'4"
Oh, no,
weighs
she's
175 pounds.
She's saying that that's what it is, or he, Scarlet Fire. I don't know. He, she, is that's the average. That's what Wiki says.
Yeah. I would say discount anything any data. Okay. Here's how I look at things, right? And I'm being perfectly honest with you, right? Discount any data collected over the last 50 years. Okay? Because the last 50 years has been an aberration in human history. Okay? Tell me what the proper or what the average height and weight of the average male or female or in between, I don't really care, right? Tell me what the average height and weight of a person was in 1971 or 1935 or 1812, right? Or
This
any
is
of
not dieting advice.
It's not
He says.
dieting advice,
Talk to your
right?
doctor about adding points to what you eat.
Right. Take any of the data, any of the statistics that apply to anything over the last 50 years and throw it away because it's not normal.
Mm. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Our food is like really bad. That's the problem.
Our food is poisoning us.
Yep. High fructose corn syrup. Yep.
Lots of stuff like that.
Yep. A lot of
Empty
bread.
carbs. Lots of empty carbs.
Lots of sugar. All that soda. Howdy, Captain John H. How are the pups? Oh yeah, especially the 16-year-old. Yeah, we're gonna.
She's resting right now.
Yeah, she's asleep.
Yeah.
Most of it is not food, Dakota says. That's right.
It's filler.
Yep.
It's
not
filler.
Food.
And soy. Lots of soy.
Yeah.
Lots of soy.
So this is a car channel, eh? We've talked about dogs. We've talked about what?
Well, we're car people.
Food.
But we still live in the world, don't we?
Wait, yes.
Okay,
we do.
so.
We do. Don't talk to anyone and make whatever decision you make and take responsibility for yourself. I'm not a doctor. Yeah. Statistical average, not typical person you'd find on the street.
A lot of it has to do with regions, too. There's some areas where people they eat. That's all they do is they eat. And
Well,
poor
what we
areas.
here, sweet tea was huge. Everybody's drinking. When they accidentally gave me sweet tea, I spit it out immediately because there was so much sugar in
It's
it.
a little crazy.
I was like, this is disgusting. Sorry, guys.
But you see, okay, so like for instance, right? So where we are, we're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So we're 30 miles south of Nashville. So we're an average middle class city, and I would say health-wise, the average population is probably just a little overweight. Okay, not crazy fat, but just a little overweight. If you go to Franklin, which is 25 miles to the west of us, it's an extremely high income area. And if you go there, you don't find any overweight people.
I don't know about that.
Oh, come on. We went to the Williamson County Fair last year.
There were a lot of teenagers there. That's why they were all thin.
But the point is, everybody there looked like a Michelangelo
drawing.
drawing.
15, 16. Yeah, they weren't even fully developed yet.
But even the adults, people are fit. They're generally fit.
Yeah.
When I go visit Kiwi, I drive down the main street of Franklin.
Well, there's a lot of
every
people
time.
walking there.
Yeah, they walk, they eat healthy
But
foods.
that's also a place to be seen.
It has to do with okay, so in poorer areas, you see more heavyweight people because they eat cheap food. They eat stuff that has a lot of bread. you know, a lot of fillers, chips, right? You know, they fill up on cheap food. Where if you go to a more affluent area, they're eating a higher quality food, and so they're not. You don't have those empty calories.
No McDonald's in Franklin? I don't think there is a McDonald's in Franklin.
I know there's a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Is there a McDonald's? You know something? I don't think I've ever seen them.
Healthy food is not very expensive, actually. That's kind of a myth.
Cheap food is a lot.
No,
easier.
Go buy a bag of chips. You can pay the same $5 for a bag of chips as you can for a piece of chicken. I can get chicken for less than a bag of chips if you know how to shop and you buy the right food. Like, I think it's a lot of bullcrap, to be honest. Like, because if you know how to shop, you can buy healthy food. Just don't buy the prepared salads. You know what I mean? If you buy stuff carefully, it's actually cheaper than buying the junk food.
Yes and no. Pizzas and stuff like that are cheap, easy.
Lentils are one of like the best things that you could eat. Like, they're really, really good for you. It's like $1 for a bag, and it would feed like a family of like 10.
Okay, so there's wealthy, there's middle class, then there's poor, and then there's impoverished. And impoverished, think of things like lentils.
That's not true. No, that's not true. You go to Carrabba's and they have lentil soup as one of the options. Like, it's not
Well,
true.
it's an Italian-based thing,
true.
and a lot of the diet in Italy is based on impoverishment. Parmesan,
But it's
Parmesan
not
is a
good
perfect
food.
example of it.
Well, I'm not saying Parmesan is good, but
No, but like Parmesan is the classic Italian thing. But what is the roots of Parmesan? Where did Parmesan come from? And it's because the poor in Italy would have these pieces of meat that they would drag on forever. And when this thing was so dried out and so tasteless that you just couldn't tolerate to eat it, they cover it with sauce and cheese and Parmesan, and there you go.
You can make homemade soup, tons of different types, and it's really healthy for you, number one. And number two, it's really cost effective. Like, it lasts a long time, and it's very filling. Like, you can eat good food for not a lot of money. It's just the matter, I think, of convenience. People will take the convenient food instead of cooking their food.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the big difference as far as weight is concerned. Because since I've been on this diet and like watching what I'm eating, I kind of pretty much have to cook everything. I don't really eat stuff.
That's true. That's true.
So if I'm cooking everything, I'm saving a lot of calories.
A
I
lot
know
of
how much
people-
oil I put in my food. I know exactly how much salad dressing I'm using. Like, I'm not letting like the world dictate what I'm eating. I'm taking control of it.
A lot of people don't
But
have
it's
the time
effort.
to cook.
Yeah, well, yeah, I gotta make time to cook, like, quickly. Sometimes, like, I'll throw in peas and a sweet potato and some chicken, and that's my
And
dinner.
a lot of the younger generation, they don't even have those skills.
Oh, they need to learn.
They don't
to
know what
cook.
it is to cook. We're screwed. We're screwed. 18 ways to Sunday, we're screwed.
We're not screwed. People just need to learn how to cook. They need to learn how to make their own stuff. They have to find the time. What is a healthy fast food? Nothing that I know of.
I think Taco Bell, out of all of the fast food, like, I can't eat Burger King anymore. I take a bite of anything like that, and you can taste the chemicals and the synthetic bits. All of those burger joints, all of the fast food burger joints are just horrible, horrible. Taco Bell, on the other hand, so let's just say you get like just a basic grilled chicken taco, all right? What on there is really fattening or crazy?
Well,
So you
when
got
we've been out and we've been rushing, I got the chicken taco fresco with it's just lettuce, tomato, and grilled chicken.
yeah, it's like
And that's fine.
I don't really see how you could possibly get healthier in terms of fast food than that.
A lot of people don't have money. Yeah, no, but you don't need a lot of money if you buy the right food. And you can actually have food that lasts you longer and can feed a larger group of people. That's like, I don't know, like your mother taught me how to like scrimp on food. Like, look at how we make chicken cutlets. We sliver those bad boys. Like, how many cutlets do I get out of one chicken
But that's
breast?
why I like them.
Right, but like people don't really know how to do that. Say you have like a half a chicken breast, I can get like 8 cutlets out of a half of a chicken breast.
Yeah, but that's because I make you do that.
No,
You
no.
used to make them thick. I don't like thick
No, I
colors.
didn't make them thick.
Yes.
But then you put them in egg and breading and you cook them and like it's really filling and you can feed a lot of people with like a half of a chicken breast.
I like it. I like it where you get an equal amount of breading to chicken.
Yeah, I know you
So
do.
when I
You like it double breaded.
when I make them myself, I double bread them. I throw them through the flour, through the breadcrumbs, and or the egg, and then back through the egg.
This is not food
back through the
advice, Joe
breadcrumbs,
Casey.
smash it all down.
The rotisserie chickens at the grocery store, 4 meals for me, $8. Yeah, you can get those. I just bought one for Poppy.
What's that? The
rotisserie chicken.
chickens?
Yeah, that's what she was eating. And I would eat half and then she would eat half. Ma, the meatloaf. Yeah, I mean, if you know how to cook, you can really stretch it.
What else we got going on there?
Let's see. J. Russell Finch says the Uncle Tony mantra is, you don't need the most expensive to be successful. No, you don't.
Well, success is what you do with what you have.
Yeah. My groceries sell rotisserie chickens for $5. That's really good.
That's what they were here until like
Yeah.
until the pandemic.
No, I think Sam's or Costco has them cheap like that still, maybe.
They sell them as loss leaders,
Right.
and they stick them at the back of the store, so you've got to walk through everything
Yeah.
to go get. Yeah.
Belle ate a vegetable once. It didn't work for me. I cannot recommend it.
That's got to be Ralph.
No, it's Billy Bob Holcomb.
Ah.
I eat a lot of vegetables. Let's see. I eat crow often, Chris Cadman says. Yeah, Costco's is good for those chickens. $12 Australian for rotisserie chicken in Oz. Let's see. Okay, we have a car question.
Oh no.
John M. What causes a V8 to run hotter? A lean mixture or timing retarded / advanced?
Which one will make it run hotter?
Yeah.
The timing.
Okay. Sodium. Watch the sodium. Yes. Well, yeah, sodium. Don't read my comments. Okay, the reluctant gearhead. I won't. What are your thoughts on electric vehicles?
We've talked about that a lot. I personally don't have a problem. It doesn't make any difference to me what powers a vehicle, a modern vehicle. Okay, so you have to understand now. There's the older cars that we deal with, classics, muscle cars. Yeah, it's got to have. I could not possibly fathom EV swapping an older car because the engine, the crudeness of it is the character of the car. It's the soul of the car. But when you're talking about modern cars, just a typical thing that's out on the road, right? What your neighbor is driving. And I don't care if it's got a 4-cylinder in it or it's got a Hemi in it or an EV. It makes no difference to me. I don't care. Because they're equally soulless, if that makes any sense. So I don't really care about what powers a car. Now, what I am against, and what I'm really against, is the government and the corporate powers, which are the government, okay, forcing it down everybody's throat.
Isn't that? I'm not going to say the word.
Fascism?
Right? Yeah.
No, I would never
No,
say.
I would never say anything like that.
I would never say anything about the
No.
merging of corporate
Okay.
and government power.
Jim, what are you trying to say? Retype that again.
I would
At least you get to have
never
fun.
talk about the merging of corporate and
Okay.
government power.
Um,
Ever.
beans don't burn on the grill. No. First time here. What's up, Arrowhead Garage? He says, howdy.
Welcome.
Tony the Revolutionist. Mopar Pollock.
I said it, I think it was the last live we did, I could be a president.
No, you.
I could run for president. I would win. It would be a really rough 45 minutes, but I would have everything straightened out.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah. It would take about 45 minutes. Fixed. Everything fixed.
Didn't your family do DNA and like you were related to like Attila the Hun or something?
Not Attila, hun.
Who was it? Who's
The
the
one
other
that everybody's descended from.
Right, yeah. Genghis Khan.
Genghis
That's it,
Khan.
Genghis
Yeah.
Khan.
Yeah, one of his trips to Italy.
Right.
Yeah. It would take me about 45 minutes. I fixed this country.
Everything. Done.
Yeah, done.
Let's see.
It would be a rough 45 minutes.
Mayo 2024. Let's see. President for what? Cuba? No, we're going to get demonetized.
We've had a good run.
You know, we really have.
We've had a good run. I'm cool with it. Pull the plug on me, dude.
Some people are so worried. We're just like, eh.
I don't care.
We don't care. Let's see. Shout out my Woodward sports fam. Shout out my Woodward sports fam. 313. President of Albonia. President of UTG Global Headquarters.
Yes, I already am that.
How many kids with ADHD does it take to change a light bulb? Good evening, Dr. Art. We couldn't do it outside because of the rain, so we don't have our lantern tonight.
Oh,
Dr.
that's
Art
wrong.
knows what that means.
We just had a crazy storm come through.
Yeah.
Dr. Art, did anything weird happen on your neck of the woods? Like, so last night I was sleeping. It's about between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, and I heard what woke me up sounded like a shotgun blast. But then I didn't hear any sirens, I didn't hear anything else, and I fell back to sleep again. And then a couple of hours ago, Kathy was in the house here, and she heard something similar.
No, I heard some sort of aircraft very close, very low to the house.
Okay.
It was super loud, like a military aircraft. And then there were like booms within the super loud, like it was like sonic booms or something. And it was like, it stayed over the house for a while. Because I kept looking out the window. I was like, what the frig is that? But I couldn't see it because all the trees.
Why didn't you go outside?
Well, because I heard it. It was like right friggin' there. And I'm like, trying to see out that window, but then I have to walk all the way around to go outside. But by the time I went outside, I heard it like maybe over the gas station, and it was going towards that way.
Yeah.
So
What I heard last night, what woke me
I don't
up
know.
could have been a sonic boom.
UFOs, yeah, it could have been. When I tell you it shook the house, it sounded like crazy thunder, and it shook the house. And then it was like boom, boom within it, like sonic booms. Like it was weird. It was really weird. I haven't heard anything like that. Was it a meth lab exploding? No, it was definitely over our house. Sonic balloons? I don't know. It was pretty crazy. So, Dr. Art, did you hear anything like that? Aircraft? Sonic boom. UTG, have we decided on a name for the charger? The kid neighbor subwoofer? No.
I'm leaning towards Morticia.
No, I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like that. He's not answering.
He might have been abducted by
Whatever
it was.
House. Uncle Charger.
Uncle Charger.
I think the chickens are arming up. Which classic Mopars will increase in value? Oof. Hard question.
My prediction going back probably 10 years now is that the bread and butter cars are going to really start appreciating. Your Slant 6s and 318s, the typical family cars. I think those are the next thing to go. I mean, the muscle car stuff, the glory cars will always be worth something, but I think that given the times and the way society is changing, the way like the landscape of the world is changing, I think that anything that personifies 1960s, 1970s America, I think anything, regardless of what engine it has or anything, I think those are the next things to appreciate. I think anything pre-disco era, anything pre, like, opera window So 60 to like 73, 74. Regular, everyday passenger cars.
When did you hear it? Like 6 o'clock? 5:30? No, what time? I texted you, actually.
Yeah, I was at the shop.
I guess if we were at war that I didn't know about.
Mhm.
That's what I asked. I said, are we at war that you know of?
She's always ready to fight.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, 6:05. Middle Tennessee time.
Is this too relaxed to be on a live?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I should lean forward, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you look a little too relaxed.
Yeah, I don't want to be too relaxed.
You're so close to 300,000 subs. Congrats, J. Russell Pinson.
Thank you. Thank you. We should hit that like tonight, I think.
Tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think your cigarette's making me cough.
Is it?
I
That's a
think
shame.
so. Did you say that's a shame?
No. I'll put it out. Let me.
We just got a new sub here, Arrowhead Garage says.
Thank you.
880 videos, Ari says. Custom 880. Nice.
I think we have more than I don't know where that counter comes from because I know we've got more than that.
Videos? Well, we took a bunch down. We took a
Well,
lot of
yeah,
videos down.
yeah. We probably pulled 100 videos down. Yeah.
Okay, Keeks says, hey, what's up with the Ram Charger 360 build? I searched to build a 360 but can't decide between LA or Magnum for 400 horsepower near and want to give a look as an example on your project.
No, I got rid of that truck probably 3 years ago. It was a nice truck. It was a nice truck, but I just wasn't into it, you know? I started out into it, and then I just kept looking. It was one of those things where it sat out in front of the old shop, and I kept looking at it. And I'd go out and I'm going to work on the Ram Charger, and I'd go out there and I would just look at it, and I said, and I'd find something else to do. And that's when I realized I'm just not into it. So I pulled the motor, just a 360 short block. I pulled the motor. That's what's in the Slinger now. And
he says he thought it was a recent project. Sorry.
No, it was 3 years ago.
Yeah. So you didn't do a 360 after that, didn't you? Do the one you did the one for the Swinger?
Yeah, yeah.
So there should be videos for that.
Yes,
right?
but it's not what he's what
Okay.
he's going to be interested in.
Okay. Ari's asking, where's Normal James? Did you ever call him?
I tried calling him like 3 times, and he doesn't answer.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Richard Stanberry. Will the 66 Barracuda with 10-inch drums use the same hubs as the 66 Barracuda with 9-inch drums?
No.
No.
No, the hub's different.
Pull another one just like the other one? No.
The spindles are different.
Let's see.
Everything is different.
How is the B-Last motorcycle? The
Still in
Woodward?
pieces. It's still in pieces. It's sitting on, and that's another one of those projects. I've been doing this. You know. It's just a part, and I have not had the mojo to put it back together. I have to work on it.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
The 4-liter build.
Yes. We're gonna get to. Well, okay. So I got sidetracked on the 4-liter build because we had other things going on. I will get back to it. All of the parts are there. 100% of the parts are there.
You're so cute.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'll get back. I am going to get back to it. I got sidetracked with more interesting things.
Let's see. Is Ford still the dominant car/truck maker?
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't really pay attention.
Jeremy Talcott says, are G-bodies worth buying and LS swapping?
Are G-bodies worth buying? Every one you can get your hands on. I think your G bodies are going to be, as we go forward, I think they're going to be, and it doesn't matter what it is, just anything that's in that G body platform. I think those are going to be, in general, among the most desirable overall collector cars there are, because they represent the last of that. We did a video about this. The thing about the G bodies is, if you take if you consider the '55 Chevy to be the beginning of the classic era American car, so it's like a template, right? For the classic American car. So call the '55 Chevy the beginning of an era that typified the '60s. So basically, everything was built during the '60s, the middle '60s, in terms of like regular cars, not Corvairs or anything like that, but regular cars, kind of used that template of the '55 Chevy, and it just kept evolving and evolving. And the G bodies are the last of that template. And some people will argue and say, it's the Fords, the Panther platform, but it's not. It's not the same. The G bodies are the last of that lineage that started with the '55 Chevy. So yeah, I would absolutely get my hands on as many of them. LS swapping them, and if you want, you know what I mean. I would just work with the small blocks and whatnot that came in them, but I didn't see anything wrong with LS swapping them. I love LSs.
Yeah, you would LS swap it?
Me, no. I would build, no, I would just build a conventional small block Chevy. But I do like, I have no problems with LSs.
You want to get a Chevy?
I do not want to get a Chevy.
We should get a Chevy.
No, we got to thin the herd. One more car's got to go.
So what car is going?
The Swinger.
We're selling the Swinger?
Get rid of the Swinger.
When is that going to happen?
I'm pulling the motor out.
Why, in your spare time?
Well, it's no big deal to pull a motor.
Yeah.
The Swinger is going to go. I'm going to get rid of that as a roller.
Tony doesn't like anything.
I like lots of things.
Yeah, what do you like?
That
You
turnover
really don't
was
like
great.
everything. You really don't like anything.
That's not.
Wesley Green says, Uncle Tony, you look like my grandpa.
Is that a compliment?
I'm sure it is a compliment. So we're gonna sell the Swinger, the Dodge,
I think
Swinger.
I'm fairly certain the Swinger's going to go. It's the odd car out.
We haven't driven it in forever.
Yeah. So what happened was when we did the Swinger, the Swinger was going to be our daily driver, and then I had the Dart GT as a backup kind of daily driver, and then I got into the XJs, and I got the first XJ, and then that's been it's in constant use. And I love that thing so much, and then we stopped using the Swinger. And then I bought the second XJ. I got the black one that we keep here at the house. And so now the two XJs took the place of the Swinger and the GT. So I got rid of the GT about 3 months ago, or thereabouts. And I think the Swinger is going to go next, because the Swinger is just the odd, redundant car out at this point. Every other car has a purpose and a personality and a reason to be, but the Swinger kind of doesn't. So that's what's going to go.
Nathan Wood says, have you ever worked with or had help from Tony's Mopar parts guy who's always on graveyard cars? I know
Tony D'Agostino and I go back to the early 1980s. We were kids. He was in Middletown, New York. I was on Staten Island. And I always used to refer to him as the Bank of D'Agostino. Because anytime we needed money, I would just gather up a bunch of random Mopar parts, run them out to Tony's place, and get cash. That's how, when we hit the hard times every now and then, that's how we kept the wheels turning. So
a part shark.
I know Tony very well.
Yeah. Forever, right?
Forever.
We almost bought that. Remember you tried to sell us that? I think it was a Hemi. Is it a Hemi Satellite?
Hemi Coronet.
Hemi Coronet.
Big iron.
Big iron, right?
Yeah.
We were like, we couldn't afford that one.
I think I sold him the Hemi Satellite.
Did you sell him the Hemi Satellite that we
I think
bought?
I sold him the Hemi Satellite.
That thing smoked like crazy.
That's crazy. It was a big car.
We put that on Long Island.
Yeah.
I followed you back.
Yeah.
Do you know Ray Barton?
Yes. Yes, I used to talk to Ray regularly. Way back when. Ray used to put his blems aside for me, because at the time we were running fuel cars, and my car had an iron motor in it, my fuel altered, and Bobby Lagana had a top fueler with an aluminum motor, and he had a fuel altered, and we would bounce between. So Ray used to put his blems aside for me, and he'd call me every once in a while and say, I got some blocks for you. So he would I'd go to his place, and he would be like 6, 7 blocks, and I'd pick them up, and I'd keep the 1 or 2 that was the ones that I wanted to keep, and I would get rid of the other ones. So Ray actually kept us going for a little while. Ray's a really good guy. I'll tell you how far back I know Ray Barton. I knew Ray when he was in Canada, and so this is like 1985. Ray was in Canada, and he had just started building engines, and I was the technical editor for Muscle Car magazine. And I remember talking to him about ways to get his stuff over the border. That's how far back I know him from.
Straight 6 Miata is a sissy car.
It's gone. It's been gone for a long time.
Never sell your said hoard was the exact word you said. Keep it for parts. Stevie B.
To which?
Oh, I guess you sold your hoard. You're saying don't sell your hoard?
Well, I'm not selling everything, obviously. I'm keeping the cars that have purpose, that are distinct, that I have plans for, and that'll do things. I'm getting rid of the stuff that's just like, yeah, I'm not really into it. So, I mean, you got to do that at some point in your life. You know what I mean? I'm 61 years old. So at some point you have to look around and say, I'm never going to get to that. I really don't feel like doing that. That, you know, like you look at these things that are just dead ends and they're driftwood, and at some point, if you have a healthy mind, okay, because a lot of people who don't, they just keep hoarding and piling on and making bigger piles. They make bigger piles of shit every day until they die, right? But if you have a healthy mind, you look at your life and you say, I've only got this much out of this much left. Mm-hmm. Let me make the most of this. Right. And sometimes to make the most of this, you have to get rid of things that are just in the way, extraneous. And that's what I'm doing. I'm lightening the load so that I have a better time as I go forward. Arrowhead
Garage says, Tony was tech editor. I was the editor for the Porsche magazine, 2002 to 2009. Cool. That's cool. You like Porsches, Tony?
Not really my cup of tea.
Not really your cup of tea?
Not really my cup of tea.
Porsches. What don't you like about them?
It's not that I don't like it. It's not that I dislike them. They just don't do anything for me.
The sports car world.
I'm not a sports car guy. I'm not a sports car guy.
Have you ever tried?
Yes.
Yeah?
I have.
What have you driven?
My cousin Don had Porsches all the time.
Oh yeah, cousin Don.
Oil changes and tune-ups, and yeah, I got to drive many Porsches over the course of my mechanical life.
Black Porsche, I remember.
No.
He pulled up in front of our house in his suit and his sunglasses and his black Porsche. We're standing out there with like...
And his white mustache. You want to take that thing for a ride? That thing is going to misfire.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I've had my Porsche experiences. I don't...
It was the 80s.
Yeah, I'm like my automotive tastes go from basic to crude, and I kind of stop somewhere around primitive and say this is right for me. So I don't really have any interest in cars that do anything except go in a straight line, and that's just me. You know, I'm not knocking. I've tried. We tried autocrossing with the Roadrunner, and that was bad. I got thrown out of the autocross. Well, they didn't get thrown out, but they asked me to not.
They were angry. Yeah,
they were angry. They were very angry.
You broke their stuff.
I broke their stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I tried it, and it's really not my cup of tea. I'm a straight line guy.
Okay. Let's see. Trucks rule. When's your blooper video coming?
My life is a blooper video.
Yeah.
You know, going back to that, going back to that about the the straight line thing, okay? So, you know, you have things that happen when you're a little kid, okay, and they kind of form, they form your worldview, and you kind of like build on that. And going back, okay, to when I was probably 5, maybe 6 years old, okay, someplace in that range. So this would be around 1967, 1968, thereabouts. I don't know if it was a TV commercial or if it was like the Wide World of Sports. I don't know what it was. But I have a very, very distinct memory of on a TV, they were showing a pair of dragsters staging, okay? And they showed the cars pulling into the beams. So they were just showing the very front of the car, just the wheels, right? And I remember saying to myself, okay, that's the coolest thing there is, right? There's nothing cooler than that. Because here are these like just spoked bicycle wheels, okay? And then there's this whole giant monster thing behind it, but just these simple spoked bicycle wheels in the front. And to me, that was everything. I was like, yes, that thing is as pure as it could possibly be. It'll only go in a straight line. And then later on, as I started to learn more about cars and so on and so forth, like I matured a little bit. So like a teenager, early teenager, okay. And the main draw I had towards fuel cars at the time. So this is before I ever had a chance to actually even be around one, okay. This is, you know, I grew up in New York City, and I come from a totally non-car family, so it wasn't like let's take Anthony to the track. It wasn't like that.
It's not like that.
Please, you have no idea. But my main appeal of the fuel cars, the reason I liked the fuel cars more than any of the other cars, was that they didn't start on their own. They either had to be push started, or it took 3 guys with an aircraft starter to start it. I loved the fact that this thing was so pure that it didn't even have a start. It couldn't even start itself, you know. And that kind of like, I think those impulses formed my tastes for cars for the rest of my life to where I am today.
There you go.
I know it sounds crazy, but
No, I think everybody that grew up during that period of time was highly influenced by the television commercials and
yeah. It was just the purity of that type of car.
Fuel, you mean nitromethane?
Yes.
Let's see. Early 70s Can-Am cars got me.
Yeah, it's something different for everybody, but that's what it was for me. The spoked bicycle wheels on the front of the dragsters.
What's also cool back in the day was the banana seat on bicycle with
Yeah.
the raised out front, aka chopper.
Yep, I remember those.
Detroit JC says, "Hey Uncle Tony, you want to see an update on your SEMA build?" Funny.
Buff Del Campo has it now.
Right. Tony, have you still got mountains, dreams to conquer in motoring? What exactly?
Oh no.
No?
I've been to the mountain, right? I climbed down the mountain. I got away from the mountain.
There's a Lance speed car for sale locally. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
no. When I was young, I dreamed of climbing the mountain, and then I got older and I climbed the mountain, and then I got to the top of the mountain, and I says, "Yeah, okay, I'm
Now you just
enough
want
of
to
this."
circle the mountain.
Then I climbed back down the mountain, and I forgot that he was even on the mountain, and now I'm like, yeah, I'm just cruising through and enjoying what I do.
Let's see. Did you ever have a bicycle?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Abel D. Tony, do you think I can get a World War II plain inertia starter to start a Land Rover 4-cylinder engine?
Why would you want to do that? I'm sure you could.
Richard Stanbury, what digit in the VIN of a 66 Barracuda tells if it's a Formula S on a 66?
What digit in the Formula S? Well, is the first 2 digits tell you the make and the model, or the price range, I should say. So whatever range, it'll be the second digit will be the price range. But I don't know what that would be, what the letter would be for Formula S. The fifth digit tells you the engine.
You can look it up online.
Yeah, you can look it up
Yeah,
online.
there's a VIN decoder.
Yeah, just go to a VIN decoder.
Let's see. I'm going to Bartertown. Yeah. They really bartered down. Yeah. Bartertown. I run Bartertown. Dougster Wolverine Garage says. Let's see. My bin starts with BP29. Is it a Formula S Barracuda 1966?
But P is premium, so it'd be a premium price range of that model. But I don't know if that's Formula S or not. So just go to a Mopar VIN decoder and just put
just
it in.
Google Mopar VIN decoder
Yeah,
and
Google
it'll
Mopar
come
VIN
right
decoder.
up. And then you put your VIN in and it'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Tony, do you know what stock 360 exhaust manifolds weigh?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do. They're 22 pounds each. A little bit wrong. I'm talking about the passenger car ones that you would find, let's say on a B body, a 74 B body, 75 B body. They're 22 pounds each.
Oh, so April D says I would like to do that for the sole reason of stupid cool. Use that starter.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna video it? Let's see. Okay, we're talking about food again. Craig says taco shells and tortillas are full of bad stuff.
That's what Kathy has found.
Have I found that?
Well, you how many points is a taco
a lot.
shell? Yeah.
Hey, you're not supposed to eat too many taco shells. What happened to Winky?
I parted it out. I had no interest in autocross in the car. It was an idea that I had, and I played around with it. And I said, no, I'm just not into it. So then I had 3 different people that I was like, take this car, right, and just go use it. Go take it to autocross stuff. Go. And I couldn't get anybody to do it. So I was like, fine, and I parted the car out. I got disgusted of sitting there looking at it.
Jasper says, hey Tony, what do you think about the Volvo 240 series?
We had one. We had that was one of Kathy's favorite cars.
Yeah, it was great. It was a stick.
It was a stick. What year was that?
I think it was a 78.
Yeah, something like that.
It
was red.
It was red.
It was a nice car. I liked it. It was very
fun.
very 60s Mopar that was.
Mm-hmm. I drove it like a maniac.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Volvos are safe. So,
And it had no power.
Right. And so I got it in my mind that, it's such a safe car. I can drive like a maniac.
Yeah, we had that thing for like 2 years.
Yeah.
That was a good car.
It was.
We painted it. That guy
Yeah.
around the block.
He's the guy that bought our Monty SS.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We sold him the Monty.
Yeah.
What's up, Dada? He says, hey everyone.
What's going on, Dada?
Volvo saves my last life, Jesse Barco says. Dada says I'm late again by the time I put my girls to bed. It's okay, you didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything. You gotta just catch the replay.
Let's see. Volvo invented O2 sensor.
The Lambda Sond.
What kind of horsepower can you get out of a 360? John M is asking.
How much money you want to spend on it, bro? I mean, seriously. You could make 800 horsepower with it. How much you want to spend?
Oh, it says I got a 940 wagon. I'd like to put a Honda K24 in it. Thank you for the first engine job playlist. I'm just starting my first Resto 72 Challenger.
We're going to finish that up. We're going to finish that up.
Are we going to finish
Yes,
it?
yes.
I think people are mad at you now.
I know.
Tony has a little ADD.
A little?
It's okay. It's all right. The problem is I have a little bit too. Staying on track is very hard. Are you putting an RV cam in the Jeep engine rebuild?
No, I'm reusing the original. There've been so many issues with cams. I decided to reuse the original one that was in there with the original lifters. There was no noticeable wear. I checked each of the loops for taper, each of the lifters for crown, and everything was good. So it's all going right back in.
Chris Cadman says my lawnmower won't start.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so if your lawnmower won't start, right? Try this. Okay? You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, okay? So take your lawnmower, right? Grab the handle of it and go like this. Shake it around and bounce it up and down, okay? Like crazy.
Like a crazy person?
Like a crazy person. Grab the handle and just do this, right? Bounce it around violently for like 3 or 4 seconds. Then give it a pull. Tell me it doesn't light right off.
Everybody's going to be doing videos bouncing the lawnmowers around.
I'm telling you, it works.
Let's see. Fubar put up a link to our merch.
Thank you, Fubar.
We have UTG hats in stock.
Wee!
We have I Hate Cars t-shirts.
That's my favorite shirt.
He's always like, you got the I Hate Cars shirt? And I'm like, no, it's dirty. I'll make you more.
That's my favorite shirt.
Let's see. Tavo says for engine builds, go way back maybe 2 years and watch Tony's series with the young guys in the Valiant Slant 6. 2
years? Try again.
Yeah.
That was almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things, that was the first series we did on this channel.
Jesse says, I just got my 72 Mustang Mach 1 carburetor tuned perfectly. Thanks to your carburetor videos. Thanks for breaking the magic of it down for younger guys like me.
Thank you. I'm glad it worked for you. That's why we do this video.
Started my weed whacker today for the first time in 8 years. Started my Did you shake it?
Well, yeah. By virtue of the way you start them. You know, yeah.
Is Ron Ward still going to do a podcast with guest star UT?
I have many.
We don't know.
I have many different plans. I'm trying to figure out which ones are going to be the most doable to do. But hang tight.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have to stay consistent with whatever it is. It's not always that easy. 5 years ago, damn, I've been here too long. Unsubscribes. Hey, we're almost at 300,000.
Yeah, we're getting there.
This is sketchy even for me. How many kids with ADHD ride a bike?
I never had the H part of it. I've never been hyperactive, but the ADD is strong, really strong.
Oh man, let's see. Do you think an intervention will help Danny's boyfriend, or is it a lost cause?
Oh, he came to his senses. He put a carburetor on the thing.
Yeah, he did. Did the Black Ghost video give you a bump in subs?
Yes. Yes. That type of video always gets us good views. When you throw the word scam, or you throw the word rip off or anything like that, it always gets good views. But I don't want to be that channel where everything we do is just for when it comes up and it's worthy of doing. Where I feel that there's like a real there's a story here. We do them. But and they always get good views, but we don't do them for the views. We do them because somebody's got to do them.
Best place to get pizza in New York?
Tennessee.
No, they're asking best place to get pizza in New York.
There is no place. There is no place to get the best anything in New York anymore. Just get the hell out of there. Okay. The best thing you can get in New York
is out
of there.
Aww. Aw.
Okay, get the hell out of there. But while you still can.
Oh my goodness. Remember the L&B pie we used to get?
Sure. I'm sure the place is gone.
L&B Spumoni Gardens?
Has to be gone. Has to be gone.
No, L&B Spumoni Gardens has to be there.
I don't know about that.
The place that we used to get the pie from, by Waldbaum's, is gone. That's gone.
Okay.
So we won't be able to get it. Upstate's not bad. Upstate New York.
Upstate's different.
Gerald Salenti lives upstate New York.
Gerald Salenti lives upstate New York.
New York, California, same story. Okay, Mike Edwards says, Uncle Tony, I recently discovered your channel, and in short, you really inspired me to get this next project build done. Zoom, zoom.
Excellent.
That's very good.
I like to hear that.
Awesome. Moose Tracking says, everyone leave New York for New Jersey. Well, people did leave New York and moved to Jersey.
Yeah, and now they have to get the hell out of New Jersey. The entire Northeast. If you're anywhere in the Northeast, get the hell out of there now. Now.
They might like it.
I don't care if you like it or not. Get out.
What's up, Two Hacks? Maine is beautiful. If I had to live someplace else, I would live in Maine.
You'd freeze to
Oh,
death.
it's very cold, I know. But
You get sunlight for there's only like 4 or 5 days of sunlight in Maine.
but it's beautiful when it's good weather.
Oh yeah, no.
No?
You take it for granted. You take Tennessee for
things
granted. You take
I
Tennessee for
don't
granted.
take Tennessee for granted.
You take Tennessee for
I
granted.
like the ocean.
Yeah, that's fine. There's lots of things that are nice out there. There's ice-covered, snow-topped mountains, and there's clear, sandy beaches. And all, okay, but Tennessee,
I
okay,
like Tennessee. I didn't say I didn't like Tennessee.
you live in the most beautiful
It is
place
beautiful.
in the world, right here.
It is beautiful. For sure. Steve B says Long Island. I'm good for now, bro.
No, you're not. Get
Long
the
Island?
hell out of there. Get out of there.
Sierra says, welcome to Tennessee. Take us for granted. Everybody's moving to Tennessee. They
Everybody's
really got to stop.
So
Please stop.
I-
Stop moving to Tennessee.
I posted it on our community today, right? So I watched one of my favorite channels, Bikes and Beards. Okay, the guy Sean Kerr is his name, right? I refer to him as being an apex YouTuber. Like no matter what this guy puts out, it's awesome. Okay, you don't even have to be into motorcycles to enjoy his content. That's how you know somebody's good at what they do. Because you don't even really have to be into the thing that he's doing or working on to appreciate what he does. So he just made a video, put out a video yesterday, the day before yesterday. He's leaving Pennsylvania and moving to Tennessee. So it's like Tennessee is like a magnet for motorhead YouTubers, right? And I posted it on the, if any of you guys have any connection to Sean, if he is in the Nashville area, I'd love to hook up with him. Not in any type of weird way, obviously. But yeah, I said another thing. If he needs temporary shop or temporary studio location, I'll make room for him.
A lot of fun is mad because legit car questions get ignored. Bummer, you might have been able to help. I typed it out twice, not doing it 3 times. Thanks anyway.
What was that now?
I ignore legitimate car questions, I guess.
Okay. For the record now, okay? Not that we don't do car questions on Sunday nights, because we do. But we specifically do a live every Thursday at 7 o'clock. We do it with Kiwi. Specifically to answer car questions. Because the Sunday night thing is... Oh, the dogs are going nuts. The Sunday night thing...
Yeah, you explain that.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
The Sunday night thing, we've been doing the Sunday night live for like, I don't know, since we started this channel. The Sunday night thing is supposed to be kind of just a hangout, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too heavy, just general conversation, give and take. It's like just our time to commune with the viewers, you know what I mean? we do some bench tracing. We answer some tech questions and stuff like that when they pop up. But because we try to keep the Sunday night thing kind of like easy, conversational sort of thing, because we do that every Thursday at 7 o'clock, we do a tech Q&A with Kiwi. So if you've got like very specific, intricate car questions, Thursday night is the time to jump on here. Every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. So, but if you want to try to repeat that question one more time, I'm sorry. I don't think she definitely didn't intend to ignore you. I guess she was just looking at other stuff. But if you want to repeat that question again, I'd be happy to answer it. Cat, I ran out of conversation. Poppy's eating. Okay. All right, guys. I gotta come around and I have to hang on. I'm coming. Let's see. Hey, Cat.
What?
I don't have glasses. There's my box. Okay. Oh, jeez. I can't read any of these things. You guys sing for us. I can read that. Okay. If you type all in caps, thank you, Dakota. Thank you, Dakota. Big letters for Tony. Yes, please type all in caps so I can actually read. Just sing. I really can't sing. I'm no good at singing. Mexican spec. I couldn't see what you were saying in Mexican spec. Shroud. Yes, Harry. I am the shroud. Hi, Tony. Oh, 678 Galaxy. What's happening? Tony, I owe you how much? I owe you $20. What for, bro? I mean, I might. If I do, let me know. I'll pay you. Tell us about the Oldsmobile. No. Top dancing like lifters. Top dance like lifters. No. Let's see. Oh, jeez. This is terrible. So, have a smoke while she's out of the room. Well, she's feeding Poppy. Poppy has arose, and she's getting fed now, and then she'll be... No, oh, here's Kathy's back. Okay. Okay. Huh?
She stopped. She had a little bit
Okay.
of stop.
All right.
Okay. What's going on? What did I miss?
They were taping big for me.
Tell us an import story. Tony stories. Feel like a bunch of old people yelling at each other.
Hello?
I think we started doing that in the car, right? If the car is really loud, I'm like, what? Let's see. Is Kiwi still freaked out by the way the toilets flush here?
Kiwi freaks out over everything. He's always in a panic.
Tony could say anything. It would be cool. E-Fong says. 426 Hemi says, hydrazine story time.
No.
No. Franca says, I like the large type. I can read it. Thanks. So that should be the rule now. If you want to...
Franco, on a serious, not happy note, okay? A lot of you guys know about the fatality that happened
Maybe they don't know.
yesterday. A funny car backed over, the driver of the car backed over his grandfather, and the grandfather passed. Franco, burst panel? Because I think it was a burst panel. They're saying that it was a failure inside the blower, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. There's nothing inside the blower that's going to fail to cause the case to open, to cause the idle to come up. It's just stupid, okay? I think that they're saying that to take the heat off of SFI with these burst panels. So for you guys who aren't familiar, right? Back in 1990, I think it was, 1991 or so, they made us put these freaking burst panels. Okay, so, normal thing, okay? Car pops a blower. The blower leaves the engine. All right, fine. So they made us put these restraints around it, these ballistic blankets and what, straps and all kinds of other stuff. All right, fine, okay? But that wasn't enough. They had to add these burst panels. So before burst panels, you used to use aluminum studs to hold down the blower. So the blower is held in place with 8 studs, there's 4 on each side. And we used to use aluminum studs. So if the blower popped, instead of the blower exploding, it would break the aluminum studs and just raise up off the engine. Not a big deal. Then they made us put these friggin' burst panels on there. So the burst panel is about yay big, okay, and it's perforated sheet aluminum. So it's got like an area where it's intended to pop, and when they rupture, it lets all kinds of air in the engine, and it'll depending on how fat the mixture is at idle, it'll cause the RPM to skyrocket. And I think that's what happened. I think as he was backing the car up, the burst panel fatigued, because they have a limited lifespan. You can only use them you can get maybe like 6 to 10 runs out of them, and you're supposed to throw them away. And they're like $100 each. They were $100 each 20 years ago when I was buying the damn things. So I think what happened was the burst panel, the perforation on the burst panel opened up, let air into the motor as he was backing it up. And at that point, the only way to slow the car down is to shut the fuel. And even that is not instantaneous, because you'll shut the fuel and the motor will still go up RPM-wise. But I think that's what caused the accident. What do you think, Franco?
Franco was saying Billy D used to buy those burst panels by the dozen.
Yeah. Well, see, we got to. I'll tell you what we started doing, right? Screw NHRA, screw SFI. Those things were such a pain in the ass. We used to double them up, right? We double them up and put a sheet of. Okay, so we take silicone, red silicone, coat the inside of one, then smash another one into it, and then screw that into the case, and then we stop having problems with them popping.
You gonna do another expose?
Please.
You like the Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah, I'm like the Geraldo Rivera of hot rodding.
World.
El Dorado Riviera.
El Dorado Riviera. That could be a t-shirt.
My condolences to everybody who's involved in that. It's a tragic accident.
It's horrible. And LG says, thanks for the shout out for Maine. You're welcome. It's beautiful. Motorsports is dangerous. Disclaimers everywhere. Yeah, that's what Tony said when we talked about it earlier. Franco says I didn't hear about the accident.
Yeah.
It happened at
Milan.
Yeah, Milan.
I was standing 10 feet, 20 feet away from Herb Parks when he got run over, same way. When he got run over at Bradenton back in 1990, I think it was. I don't even know the year. But it was that was terrible. But it was the same accident. It was the same basic thing, only it was with a top fueler.
It's all terrible.
He was dead before. I mean, he was dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Zero says, I need my Uncle Tony's a friend of mine t-shirt. Uncle Tony's friends of mine. Poor man passed during what he loved the most. Yeah, it's just a bad situation.
Yeah, it's a bad scene. But I'm telling you, it was. I'll guarantee it was burst panel failure.
Well, that was only one thing that I read that somebody had posted, that they said it was something inside the blower that happened. You know, it was a.
Well, here's the thing: the car.
And I said, "Is that possible?" Because I said it to you, I repeated it to you after I read it on Facebook. And I was like, "Is that possible?"
No.
What they're talking about.
No, there's nothing inside the blower that could cause that. But the situation, so the engine is idling. It's idling on the fat side, so it's burning a lot of fuel. Very limited air getting to it. The burst panel goes, a lot of air goes in, the RPM picks up, it'll lock the clutch. When it locks the clutch, or it doesn't even lock the clutch, just engage the clutch, when it engages the clutch, it takes all this extra fuel and burns it, which sends the car back even harder. So it's like, and it's all going to happen in a blink of an eye. Like the driver really, that's the thing. I felt bad for the driver of the car because he's going to go through the rest of his life saying, I should have done this, I could have done that. But the driver, there was not a single, if what I'm proposing is what happened, there is not a single thing that poor guy could have done to stop that car. There's just the brakes are not strong enough to the RPM comes up, the clutch goes in, it burns the fuel, and wham, it's back before he can even blink an eye. It's out of control. So
Franco says, I heard that Herb's necklace had opened up and he was picking it up.
I don't know what happened. I turned my head just as okay, so what I saw was he was half crouched just as the car hit him and ran him over. So he was under the car. But I don't know what action he was taking beforehand. I was watching the car on the other lane.
That's very sad. Let's see, Bob C. What kind of fuel filters do you run before and after a mechanical fuel pump, micron-wise?
I don't. It's a mechanical fuel pump doesn't really require a filter beforehand, more than the sock that's in the tank. If you don't have a sock in the tank, so if you just want to pick up, let's say, you have a fuel cell or something like that, what I've been using, and they're expensive, right? But they work. Are the nitrous filters. But if you're dealing with just a regular car with a mechanical fuel pump, anything more than the sock that's in the tank isn't necessary, but you can put one in line. Afterwards, I know people are like, oh, the clear plastic filters are no good. I like the clear plastic filters. I like the glass filters. I have yet to have a problem with the glass filters. Most of them are undersized, so you don't really use them on a hot rod. They're great on a cruiser or a daily driver type of thing. But I like the clear plastic filters because I want to see the condition of what's going through, that's what I use.
Franco is saying, I heard that from Ron Barrow.
Heard what? Oh, there's been, yeah. Bending over, picking it up. It's entirely possible. Like I said, I looked to the side, and he was half up, half crouched, and the car was running over him as I looked.
Let's see. A lot of fun says, if you keep talking about cars, I'm going to send you a Hawaiian pizza. I will.
I got no problem with Hawaiian pizza. I actually like Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, you like pineapple on your pizza?
Yes.
You're disgusting. What is wrong? What kind of Italian are you?
Cece's used to have...
Oh, it's disgusting pizza.
It was the most disgusting place in the world.
It's disgusting, and pineapple on pizza is disgusting.
Cece's
and we're not going to debate this.
Cece's is the most disgusting pizza in the world, and it was delicious at times.
Oh, no, it was never delicious.
Well, here's the thing. Cece's had...
It's like a slice of pizza you ate and then threw up, and then it was on your dish, and they were like, here, you want to eat this?
Cece's had the most outstanding Alfredo sauce I've had commercially. It was amazing. And when I would go into Cece's...
it stunk to high heaven.
It was delicious.
I don't know how he ate it.
And when I would go into Cece's...
I refused to go in there.
I'd have to make me an Alfredo pie and cover it with bacon. So it was a bacon Alfredo pie. Oh, it was out of this world.
I'm going to throw up.
And then I'd finish that, and then I would always go for they always had the Hawaiian pizza with the slices of ham and the pineapple on it. It was good. It was good.
Disgusting. You're not Italian. Get back your Italian card.
You don't get any more Italian than I am. Unless you're Gerald Salenti.
Sacrilegious. What would Gerald Salenti say about pineapple on the pizza?
I don't even...
It's awful.
I can't even go into that tirade here.
No, you can't.
No.
Oh, anchovy pizza's good. Garlic pie is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. You like some nasty food sometimes.
Sometimes I do, absolutely. Sometimes nasty food is good food.
No.
Sometimes, I don't think all the time. Sometimes you have to indulge. I gotta go into the gutter sometimes.
Eggplant rollatini pie. That sounds good.
Yeah.
They used to have pasta pizza.
No, that's just wrong.
Like they would do like a baked ziti on a slice of pizza in New York, or you could get calamari pie.
I draw the line at like chicken. Chicken doesn't belong
Yeah, I don't
anywhere
like
near a
chicken on
pizza.
pizza.
And the barbecue sauce and stuff like that. No, just wrong. But
Who needs Weight Watchers when Tony can just talk about CC's? Yeah, vomit, right. Galamad, not calamari. I know how to say it, thank you. I say it for my southern friends
Right.
now. So
we're
they know
southern, y'all.
what I'm talking about.
Right.
If I say calamad, they look at me like, what did you say? Or mozzarella, they're like, what?
Right. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. So I have to say it the southern way. Otherwise, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I still just say mutz.
You say mutz?
Yeah, mutz.
No, when I would go and I would be like ordering pizza, I would say, can I get a large pie? And they're like, we don't sell pie, we sell pizza.
Right.
Because I still call it pie. It's funny. I forget sometimes. I'm like, can I get a pie? And they're like, what? We don't have pie. We have pizza. Too funny. Mozzarella. Want to split a pie, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I gave up saying it the other way when I went to the supermarket too. Like if you ask for like deli meats, like gabagool, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Super sad, no. What do you want? Fromunda cheese, yeah. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. That was my favorite thing. I would get that like every morning. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. It was delicious.
I used to grill cheese and bacon on a bagel.
Oh. No, every morning you go, you get your bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. Or you get your buttered roll, and the butter would be like 2 inches thick.
Yeah, okay, we don't have that here.
No, we don't have
We
that
don't
here.
have that here.
Nobody eats buttered rolls. I don't know how we weren't like 1,000 pounds. All that butter. It's crazy.
I worked it off. I could back
we
then.
walked a lot.
Yeah.
Greek is fine too. John M is hungry. Give me a large pie to go. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
I had pizza for the first time in like 2 months. Yesterday, I went to Jets.
Yeah.
Jets has got, look, I don't care what anybody says.
Tony, yeah, you
Jets
like it.
has got really good pizza.
It's okay.
Their eight corner pie is just out of this world. As first pizza I've had in like 2 months.
Tapa Garage says almost lunchtime here in South Oz. I'm getting ideas from this. You do burn more calories when it actually gets cold, yeah. Bagel with cream cheese and sardines. Cream cheese and lox.
You know.
Or we used to get the bagel, I used to get bagel, cream cheese, and jelly. And the cream cheese would be like 2 inches thick. And they put like half a jar of jelly on it. Remember they had the squeezed jelly?
Those days are gone forever.
You don't think they do that anymore?
No.
Overload everything?
No.
It's probably too costly.
Yes.
Yeah. Those were the days of abundance in
We
New York.
were eating when the eating was good.
Yeah. Pastrami deli roll with Dijon and sauerkraut. Yeah. New York pastrami is very good. Egg or sesame bagels. Calzone stromboli. Yeah. Betty's Pizza in Detroit metropolitan area.
Can't get a fried calzone here anywhere.
You can't get them in New York either. They're
Right, yeah.
baking them.
Pizza City was the last place I was able to get a fried calzone in New York.
Yeah.
But Sal used to make me fried calzones over here, and then Sal died.
Yeah. How bad was New York in the 80s?
It was fine.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was fine.
You just just don't go certain places and you're fine. Right?
I got along just fine there. I never had any problems.
Well,
I was the problem.
Right. No, that's not true. There were some places that you just don't go to. Right?
Yes.
Yes. And if you don't go to those places, you're okay. C. Roma says, just got back from had some good Italian food and some international barbecue of Turkish, Greek, and other Mediterranean food. Sounds good. Pineapple pizza, the Don Ho heave. Well, Tony, I think that we're almost at, it's almost exactly 9 o'clock.
How's that possible?
It's 8:59. I don't know.
Today flew.
Did it fly? Well, you were talking about food a lot.
Yeah. So let me go over this again, right? The Sunday nights, for anybody who's not familiar, I mean, most of you guys are a regular crowd. But if you're not familiar, Sunday nights we try to keep it just general conversation, right? Just to hang out, right? And then
I do read some car questions.
she does read some car questions, but generally speaking, we try to keep Sunday night kind of like just light and conversational shit. And then on Thursday nights, 7 o'clock, I do a live with Kiwi every Sunday night, every Thursday night rather, and that's where we talk. Like we try to keep everything tech there. You know, occasionally you get non-technical questions and conversation, but that's where we look to do the tech stuff. So just pick the thing that you're most interested in. You know, if it's nuts and bolts, you want to come on Thursday night.
This is a car-related channel? Question mark.
Everything is car related, man, because we all gotta look. We're all car people, but we all gotta eat. We all eat pizza. You know, there's things that we all do. So that's what we talk about on Thursday nights, on Sunday nights rather. Man, I can't get my head together.
Thursday night is tech.
Thursday night is tech, and Sunday is just
general, whatever comes up. Car stuff, food stuff.
Yeah. Take a few more. We started late.
Yeah. Ren and Stimpy type of Sunday night.
Idiot.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you tell car-related stories. We have story time.
Yes.
Right. We do lots of stuff. We talk about dogs, right? Kiwi covers Fords, UTG covers Mopars, need a GM guy.
Between Kiwi and I, we got GM pretty well covered.
Financial advice?
Not financial advice.
They want story time. Crimis wants story time. You got anything, Tim?
Not right now. All the stories I could think of involve death and dismemberment at the moment.
You don't want
and I don't want to deal with that.
Right now. Is Ari's having a after the foodie tonight? After the foodie. Ari DeBernia usually has an after the Tony live. Yeah,
so if you still want to hang out, just head over to, as soon as we sign out, head right over to Ari's channel.
Mm-hmm. So, we're missing Power Tour.
We are missing Power Tour.
Yeah, we'd be getting ready for that right now.
Yes, we'd be throwing stuff in the car ready to go.
Right, so that's kind of like where we're a little off our game.
Just a little bit.
So, maybe you can excuse us for that. What's happening with the Mitsubishi?
Good question. I don't know. That's Kiwi is. You see, Kiwi's like me. He's like one guy. You know, he has a helper there now. The guy Steve, really good guy. He's actually like him and Ron Ward are interchangeable. I think you could actually take his guy Steve and Ron and just switch them, and I don't think anybody would notice. But Kiwi has got so much stuff on his plate that, you know, the intent is to start a project and you get going on a project and then you realize, oh my God, I have all of these other customers' cars and all these commitments I got to get done, and things just keep getting put off and put off. So that's what's happening with that.
Somebody's barking.
He's got that Barracuda too. It's the same thing with the Barracuda.
Let's see. Will the Canadians be invading this week? They're already here.
They went down to New Burns.
Yeah.
They're down at New Burns. New Burns got a friend that they're putting a car together from scratch. or so to try to make the power tour. So I we'll probably see them as they pass on the way home.
Yeah. Kiwi is great. Yep, he's great. I was shocked Kiwi had an Audi.
Well, he explained that to me, like, because I was like, what are you doing with that thing, you know? And what happened was his parents died, and he had a bit of an inheritance from that. So he wanted to do something that was fun and in the spirit of his father was a car guy. So he took the inheritance money and he bought the Audi. And he loves it. He's having a blast with it. He took it to Taylor the Dragon. There's a car club out there, a bunch of sporty type cars, and they do the thing on the Taylor the Dragon. But he bought it in honor of his parents.
Richard Stanberry says, what Martha Stewart is for baking cookies, Uncle Tony is for building Mopars. Rock on, Uncle Tony.
Thank you. I like being compared to Martha Stewart. I like Martha Stewart.
Do you?
Yeah, she's a bit of a badass.
She was on the cover of Sports Illustrated in a swimsuit.
Was she?
Mm-hmm.
She's got to be, what, 110?
It's like 80 something. I don't know. Do you want to do that? You want to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated?
I identify as someone who's already been on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Do you?
Yes.
John is texting me. Dad tried to call me.
Yes.
You did. You did.
Don't call it in. We're live. We're
okay,
on.
Hang on. Okay, I'm typing.
This is where I think I think maybe we've gotten to a point where we're too comfortable doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Well, I'll just eat. I'll take a phone call.
Oh, okay. My 80-year-old mechanic cousin is in a rap video. Charlie says. Oh yeah? Is he? Oh my goodness. Tell the story about the dogs, Ethan Manley says. It's not correlated.
Next Sunday night, remind me to tell you the story about Spike and the fuel car.
Oh, my baby Spike.
I hated that freaking dog.
He was a great dog.
Yeah. Next Sunday night,
He's
remind me to tell you the story about Spike and the fuel car. I'm not going to remember, so just remind me next Sunday night.
Okay. All right, so you want to wrap up? Is Ari going to go on?
Yes.
We talk about cars. Are you too comfortable doing this, Tony?
We're probably too comfortable doing this.
You've talked about Spike and the fuel car before.
Have I?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Well, then forget that. Then scratch that. Scratch that.
No Ari tonight, Dakota says? Oh, Ari had a pre-Tony show this week. Okay.
Oh, before the Tony.
Good night, Bobby. Z, 1964. He's done his live earlier instead. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Adam. Adam says, have a great night. Uncle Tony, Uncle Kathy.
Thank you. All right, so
Eric says loves the easy talk.
Let's wrap it up. Let's end.
Okay.
So everybody contributed super chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Everybody contributed just with your presence and your conversation. Also greatly appreciated. Our mods, Ari, Fubar Zero, guys. Thank you again as always. Thursday night, Kiwi, 7 o'clock, our usual.
Your tech talk.
Our tech talk. And we're going to get together with the Economic Ninja. So if you guys aren't familiar with the Economic Ninja, just go check out his channel. He's got 2 channels, the Economic Ninja and Real Estate Ninja. And we're going to try to get together with him and do a live talking about money as it applies to car people. He's a car guy himself, of different types of cars that I'm into, but still a car guy just the same. But we're going to talk about money, or we're going to talk about the changing economic landscape, some of the things that you may want to think about to cover your ass, given the current situations. Of course, it's not financial advice, because that would be illegal. Well, why are you laughing?
Nothing. I'm not
You know,
laughing.
I've never done anything illegal.
No, I'm not laughing.
I don't break laws
I don't
or
think
bend
things
them
are funny
or anything
at
like
all.
that.
I don't have a sense of humor.
Right. So keep an eye open for that. We don't have an exact date yet, but we're going to try to do it on Wednesday night. And that's it, right?
I think so.
That's it? Yes.
Have
Everybody,
fun on Power Tour, everybody.
yeah, if you're going on Power Tour, good luck. You know, have fun
Don't
and
break down.
try not to break
I
down.
hope your EFI works.
I was going through Facebook real quick.
I saw people already breaking
People
down.
already breaking down. My
Well,
EFI
we
took
shouldn't
a.
laugh at that.
I know, but it's all it's.
That's mean.
Not to say we wouldn't have broken
Yeah,
down.
we would break down. Of course
yeah.
we would. We're running out of gas.
Right,
For sure.
we would definitely break down. So, I'm not implying that we're superior. I'm just saying people are already having problems. Well, the two that I saw posted
Yeah.
were both EFI related.
Oh, were they?
Yes.
Oh, I saw somebody that didn't bring the right spare tires.
Well, yeah. That's what would happen to us.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen to us. So that's it, guys. We're gonna pull a plug now. Thank you all for joining us, and if not before, we'll see you next Sunday night. Have an awesome week, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Make it stop now.
I'm gonna make it stop.
Make it stop.
I'm making it. I forget how to do this.
Just please make it stop.
I'm gonna make it stop.
Stop.